In this week's Do Something With Your Marketing, I want us to think about demos differently. I was recently watching a product demonstration, and somebody had a product, and they were trying to demo this thing live, and we're fumbling through the features, and what ended up happening was it was a really unconvincing demo because they were trying to do this thing, they're trying to make this thing work, and while they were doing so, what was happening was they were so flustered, they were trying to fill the space, fill the time with words while they were doing the product demo. And they started saying some really inappropriate things for a business context, a business being a professional context, because they simply were struggling to make the thing work. And, they were pushing buttons and switches and knobs and stuff like that. And it went really badly. And watching this, you knew the person generally knew the product that they were demoing. They generally knew the questions that the customer was going to ask. But that experience of having the product not do what it was supposed to do, little things popping off here and there while they were doing the demo, really threw them, really flustered them. And so you ended up with a fairly unconvincing demo and potentially, a lost deal. So how do we deal with this? How do we prevent this from happening to us? Think about product demos, service demos, tours, whatever you want to call the thing, like cooking shows. If you watch a cooking show, you know that there's no way that the turkey that, takes 4.5 hours to cook is done in 21 minutes without commercials, right? Of course, there's prep in advance. Of course, individual stages are prepared separately. Of course, the final product is cooked well in advance so that when the last 3 minutes of the show are on, the celebrity chef comes out and brings out the turkey, and everyone oohs and ahs, yeah, we all know that was staged. And we're okay with that being staged because we want to see the result. We want to see what we get out of the deal. We follow this recipe. Do we get a delicious turkey or a whatever the food product is? I'm saying turkey because it was just American Thanksgiving here. But what they do is, instead of trying to do the demonstration live, most cooking shows break down the process into a series of measurable steps. And there are these milestones along the way, like thawing the turkey. I'm going to keep using the turkey example. Thawing the turkey, preparing the turkey, basting the turkey, and then presenting the thing. And instead of trying to show the process from beginning to end in real time, they just show little bits here and there up till each milestone, and they present each of the milestones along the way. And so you end up with a very good, compact half hour of television or 20 minutes on YouTube, or whatever the places that you watch your recipes. And it looks great, and it convinces you, yeah, I could do that, or yeah, that's the thing, that's the way to do that thing. We want our product and service demos to be exactly the same. So instead of thinking about how can we do this thing live, how can we walk through how easy it is, take the highlights, prepare, show the stages of cooking, and then show the final product. I did this recently. I was doing a product demonstration for IBM Watson Studio. And I know the ins and outs of Watson Studio. I know where it's not going to do well in a demo. I know there are certain algorithms that you don't dare run in real time because you don't know what Watson's going to do. Sometimes they'll say, like, hey, I built you this classification algorithm in 26 seconds. Awesome. That looks great. Other times, be like, hey, I'm running this classification algorithm and estimated time is 1 hour, 41 minutes. Well, that doesn't look so good, right? So in the demo, I cleaned the data. I did the entire process beforehand and then essentially left browser tabs open because it's a web-based service. Browser tabs open at each of the milestones. And then during the demo, I tinkered a little bit here and there, but I showed each stage of the cooking until we got to the final product. And by the time we were done, people were like, oh, I get it. Got it. I just can see what this thing does. Now, when you go to actual implementation, yes, we will walk through live, here's how to do the thing. But when you're just doing a demo, trying to show that your product or service fills a certain need, think of it like a cooking show. Prepare for it like a cooking show. Bake the whole thing in advance. and then show off the milestones. You will have much better demos that way. You will be less flustered. You'll be then much less likely to say things that you shouldn't say, or fill space with random banter that just confuses or distracts people. Be as rehearsed as an Emerald Lagasse or a Gordon Ramsay or any of these folks in what you do in your demos, so that you deliver the experience that people are expecting and you answer their questions. So that's this week's Do Something With Your Marketing. Change your demos to cooking shows and see how it works for you. As always, please leave your comments in the comments box below. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and the newsletter. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Want help solving your company's data, analytics, and digital marketing problems? Visit trustinsights.ai today and let us know how we can help you.